Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. College football postseason continues with this game we have for you and the First Responder Bowl. It's the BYU Cougars and the Troy Trojans. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Troy Trojans offense that has the first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Crowder. Catch in the middle, it's Worley. And they swarm him under.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Worley. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Worley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
The Trojans send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. So the BYU Cougars offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Seven-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Phillips. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. That's caught. It's Casper. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Just ran over it. Across the 45. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Cougars!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's Lovett. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Rushes on him, breaks loose. He won't have enough for the first down as his defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The short hands, it's Phillips. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Off play action on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. They'll field this one in tight quarters. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. To the air, it's Crowder. Under fire. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Maybe some room here. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Wow, gutsy call that time by the offense. They're going option on 3rd and long, and the defense is going to watch the film. They're going to be kicking themselves. Nobody was accounting for the quarterback. That was an easy read and decision for him to go get the first down and keep this drive alive.
Running inside, it's Griffin. What a cut, now he's loose. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Finds his man. It's Worley. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. The play action fake. He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Snagged in the middle, it's Lions. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Unleashes it on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Trojans decide to use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Lott. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the First Responders Bowl. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the First Responders Bowl.
And the Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. BYU has it back, the Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Catch in the middle, it's Bachmeier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the option. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Makes the grab. It's Casper.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. To the ground to try to move the chains. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Looking down the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The run inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He'll take a shot. Has it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Running inside, it's Griffin. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Griffin. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Crowder. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged out of the air. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Worley. There he goes!
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
2nd and 1, and they're going to make him line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. Back to pass. It's complete. Open space at the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Here's the pressure. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation, you cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
And on offense right now, you're at a juncture here in the game in the 4th quarter, trailing the way you are. You can't punt anymore. Execution has got to be at a premium. And on that 4th down, they're able to hook up, move the sticks, and keep this momentum going.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Trojans. Into the end zone for 6. The Trojans were the answer.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They're dealing with a second and long. They want that clock to run. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Could be an alley. They make the stop, but not before he gets the first down, and that should be enough to bring home a bowl trophy.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me. Let me finish this thing and win this game for us. And that's exactly what happened.